Hi everyone, my name is Em, and this is my journey through cash budgeting. Every week, I sit down with my envelope, face the real numbers, and give every dollar a job, no matter how big or small. I'm still learning, adjusting, and saving with attention, one paycheck at a time. If you're on a tight budget, trying to get ahead, or just love the sound of cash being stuffed, you're in the right place. So let's turn the page together. If you've been following my journey, you know I'm a travel agent, and my income can be a little bit of a roller coaster. On a good month, I can bring home about $2,000, but with that comes with a lot of stress, especially when I do not hit those numbers a month, and that number just dips drastically. A friend, however, recently asked me, how do you manage it all? Like, how do you stay calm when the paycheck is lower than usual? The honest truth is that you can't always predict it. I mean, I can plan, and predict, but first of all, I never get the amount that I calculate, even if I use the correct denomination that the company is sending me. And 2025 taught me that no matter how much you have in your emergency funds, sometimes life's problems are always just a little bit faster than you. And you ended up just not having enough. Or if you do have enough money for that one particular event, the next one will hit you harder and you're starting from scratch. So, back in August, I decided I was tired of the worry and I needed a plan that worked for me and not against me. So, I sat down and I did something that I had been avoiding for a very long time. And it's a total breakdown of my fixed bills. So, these essentially are some of the bills that comes out of my card or my account every month. And I looked at everything: my car, my mom's credit card, my subscription, the TD Visa, my phone bill, RBC, well, not RBC insurance, but my life insurance, student loan, Netflix, and all of the above. When I added all up, it came up to about 1475. Now, please keep in mind that I did this in August 2025. Therefore, this number has changed drastically. Oh my gosh, I want to say dramatically, but I feel like that's wrong. My financial advisors have always says, save 3 to 6 months for an emergency fund first. But I realized that I was neglecting my daily reality, my wallet, which I talked about in a previous video. My bills at the time were eating up like 73.75% of my income. And that was kind of a shocker to me. And with that, I was only left with like 10% to do kind of like my cash stuffings. And then if I were to stick with the $155 that I had planned for my wallet, that would give me 7.75% left to cash stuff my wallet. Now, that 73% or 74%, you may say, if you round up, was a little bit of a hard reality check. But it was also at the same time the wake up call that I needed to kind of stop relying on my credit card, because those tap. At one point, I was tapping and it was saying decline. So I needed to kind of refocus that mindset and make sure that I was my own bank instead of my credit card. Now, today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of these numbers and kind of recalculate everything, and where I am going to try to see where I sit in 2026 and how I can go ahead and manage that new denomination for the new year. So I've gone ahead and grabbed my calculator just to kind of reassure me. So my Nissan card, that will not change. My mom's credit card, now I don't have to pay her back because I've already given her the $5,000 that I owe her last year. I gave her the first 2,000 in, I believe, June, July, and then I recently gave her the 3,000, capping it that $5,000 out. Then I have my subscription that hasn't changed, my TD Visa. This has increased a little bit, but I'm not sure how much yet. But I will go ahead and do whatever I can to reduce it. Phone bill stays fixed, RBC 100, life insurance that stays fixed. My IPSI account, now I will be canceling the subscription for the new year. Maybe pick it up again once I've achieve some of the other goals that I have in mind. But for the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and just cancel this one out, which I need to put a star here because I need to do this right after I'm done filming this video. My student loan, I plan to put $45 on it every single month. Now, I did have some issues with the student loan uh, um, paying back. I want to say company, but they're not a company. Maybe like the government. They made a mistake on my account, and they're kind of rectifying that. And for me to be able to do that, I have to wait until the 12th of January and then to see what that amount's going to be. But ideally, I do want to budget $45 out of my paycheck every month to allocate to that. Netflix stays at 30, Scotia bank fees, yes, 20. My TD bank fees, they will remain at 5. Gas will always be 100. And then um, I'm going to count all of these up. I am looking at 1,195. So 1,195, which is amazing for me. Now, keep in mind my 3 month ahead envelope in my emergency binder is based on this amount. Therefore, I'm just going to see. So I'm looking at a deduction of $280, meaning that I did not do the math correctly. But $280 reduction of my bills. So 1,195 over 2,000. That should give me, I'm looking at 59%. Oh my God, that's nearly like a 20% decreased. So if I were to give myself 155 plus, if I budget correctly with the $155 allocated to my wallet, I should have approximately $650 left for me to cash stuff into my envelopes, and also my savings and my future. I do like this better than the 73% because the $59, at least it's not 70% because 70% is scary. So I will go and work with that, and kind of, it will give me a clear idea of how I'm going to plan and budget for 2026. Now, when it comes to the plan for 2026, I'm keeping my goals minimal this year, but hopefully they're meaningful enough so that I can look forward to them. My first goal is reducing my credit card debt. Last year, I didn't fund my wallet, obviously, and I used my credit card for everything, and I didn't have the cash to pay it back. So this year, the credit card is my priority. So I will make sure that I'm cash stuffing that $150 whenever I can. And if I don't use it, because I'm also planning on doing a lot of no spend months or weeks, then I can always reallocate that money towards either my saving challenges or my other binders if need be. The second thing that I will be, my second goal, sorry, is my again, my wallet and sinking funds. Going back to the basic, I'm prioritizing cash stuffing my wallet so I have physical boundaries over my spending, especially my sinking funds, to do the necessities throughout the year. That is very important. And last but not least, the big one is actually my FHSA. So I started the year with $2,000 and I ended the year with 10,100. Therefore, my dream is to finish the year with 20,000. I know it's ambitious, but I know it's possible if I stay disciplined. Honestly, $10,000 this year was such a big um, boost and such a big like encouragement to me that I'm very grateful that I was able to reach 10,000. So I can already see myself, celebrating that 20 grand. If it doesn't happen, that's okay. But my goal will be to actually hit that 20 grand and make sure that I am working towards buying that first house because it's important. And as for this channel, I want to be here with you guys consistently. My job as a travel agent gets busy, but this community is what holds me accountable. And I love seeing your comments, your interaction, liking the video. And it really helps me out that, making sure that just a few people are watching, that's enough for me. Now we're only, day 3 into the new year. And I'll be honest, I'm still nervous. I'm very nervous. I'm also anxious, but my wins and my achievement last year has made me confident. I have the plan, I have the mindset, and I have you guys. So with that being said, thank you for being part of this journey, to financial success, financial freedom, whatever that may still be for me. And yes, let's turn this page in 2026 together, and I will see you in the next cash stuffing. Bye, everybody. Happy New Year again.